Okay, this is Flintstone 810 here to show you a couple of modifications that I've done. I've taken the famous 9104 and taken the toe blade off of the 9104, and I've placed it on the S033G. You can see by looking, this is what it came with, and you can see how much bigger the 9104 toe blade is. The problem is the pitch of the blades. The angle is opposite. So what you got to do, this will fit right on, and the screw will fit and bolt it right on down, okay? But afterwards, you got to take the front canopy off. Now, went ahead and took the liberty of taking the canopy off my 7-volt version. Now, there's an 11.4 volt version, and then there's the 7.4 version. Now, this one has heat sinks around the motors. They learned the motors would overheat and would burn up. So they came up with these metal straps that they put around the motor and strap it to the frame. And then with the air cowl on, they've cut the cowl out so the air from the bottom blades will downwash and cool the motors. These work like a heat sink and let the body absorb. So make sure if you ever work on it that you put these heat sinks back on. Now the 11 volt doesn't have these. So I recommend buying the heat sinks if you have the 11 volt and putting the heat sinks on. But anyway, back to the, you can see I done the mod to this one also. Now what you got to do is on the PCB board, you have to take the tail motor wire and cut it. And then you're going to splice them back together, red to black and black to red. And then simply just plug it back in here. I don't have my glasses on, it's kind of hard to see. Let me put this down. There we go. Alright, and then I put it back on. Now, I'll turn this on so you can see the difference. And you'll notice that the 7 volt does not come with the lights on the tail boom, only the lights on the side, but you can add the lights. You can buy them. It's only like $3.99 for the light kit. Okay. Let me turn this controller on. You can see I did a mod. I took a car antenna off of the car and I've added it to this. Now look how long this antenna is. Like super long, and it really helps out. It gives me about an extra 50-60 feet in range with that. I don't really need it up for here in the house, but anyway, let me set this down for a second. Try to make a little holder there. Let's see here. Should fire up. I don't have my bottom blades on. I've got some new blades coming, but that's something else I want to show you in a second. Okay. Now what? Hear that tail speed? Listen to that. Oops. Really hums now. When you're doing it, it really gives it a lot more forward motion. Also to help, I take the battery. Normally they have the battery crammed way back. I take the battery and I move it forward and then put a zip strap around here, and that helps give a little more forward motion also. Okay? So, once again, we've covered the using the 9104 tail blades. But did you know that you can also, hold on 1 second, lo and behold, you can, I got too much stuff on the shelf here. Way too much. Fighting camera here. I need a cameraman. Okay. But also you can use the blades for the A blades, and you can see how flexible they are. Look, they're really tough, and you can use the blades off the 9104 for the top blades of the SYMA S033G. And then don't forget about my spotlight mod. All I used to do this mod was a tiny flashlight from AutoZone. It's like $1.99. Take it apart, use hot glue to mount it, but solder a wire to the center post and a black wire to the outer ring, and you can run them and attach them to your light kit, and then you got a spotlight. The spotlight really helps out at nighttime, and it doesn't really affect the battery, because you can put 3 AAA batteries in one of these flashlights and leave it on for a week and it's still on. So they're very low voltage, low watts. Alright, check out my video. Make sure that you click like it and make it on your favorite. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you. If you don't want to be breaking your landing skids, when you get your helicopter, take the screws out and then zip strap it down. That way when you crash it, if you crash it, it just shifts it back and forth, and you can just move it back into position. Okay? So that's just a lot of little tricks that I've learned flying the SYMA S033Gs. They're a great helicopter. Do the mods that I've told you. You can fly in winds up to 10 miles an hour. Sometimes you get going so fast that you can wash the blades, and that means the blades will flex and hit each other. So be careful and have fun. Thank you, and have a good day.